Hello and welcome back to Cooking with Steve. Just a quick update on our chat talk. I am still trying to get that picture from chat BHT, whatever that chat is, the Microsoft Bill Gates chat that just lies and lies. It's like it's programmed to answer like Bill Gates answers when he's asked about Epstein Pedophile Island. Call, don't know, I'll get to there, I'll get you back of that, whatever. But like, so I'm about ready to give up on it, even though I don't like to give up. And I'm a little casual today, not wearing a collar. Hope that's okay, but it's Casual Monday, and I was doing the Zoom call. But to update you on Precious, she's kind of entering her tween years, starting to get a little, maybe what used to be called rambunctious, but I guess now would be considered just not behaving perfectly. And of course, thankfully, today in modern times, not like the old days where you would do spanking or discipline, we have therapists that help us work through these. And the problem is, and it's not the only problem, but it's the more specific problem, is that Precious has been chewing my plant. And this is a money tree. You know, being Jewish, of course, money tree, and I'm maybe the whole problem is, and this is what I was trying to work out with the with the kitty therapist, is maybe Precious partly Jewish, and that's why she likes to kind of grab that money tree, shake your money maker. I don't know, but the behavior, I want to learn about it, and then if it's appropriate, we try to stop it, or if it's appropriate, I'll just accept it and deal with it, and buy new money plants. And it's very difficult here to get a pet therapist in the Philippines. I mean, if in Los Angeles, they're all over the place. But here, very difficult. And then on top of that, I did finally find a pet therapist. Too many P's. Pet therapist. And I had to do a Zoom call. She doesn't do in-office visits because she's allergic to cats. So we had to do it through Zoom, and I don't really like to use the computer. I'm not really good with the computer, as any of our long-term viewers would know. So we had to do a Zoom call with Precious, and I should get Precious. I'll get you a picture. I'll get Precious in a minute. Precious, come here. She's chewing on the other plant. And then to get a plant, confusing these P's again. Probably sympathy for the transgender community. Sit or stand, sit or stand. I can't remember. Which one do I do now? So to get a plant therapist in the Philippines, impossible. They aren't there. And I'm not complaining. I mean, the Philippines is 20 years behind the U.S. Filipinos will tell you that. Sometimes more than 20 years. Plant therapists are just house plant therapists are not a big deal. Just not a thing here. But this is a tropical country. Most of these plants that we consider house plants in the U.S. just grow outside in the Philippines. So there's no need for a house plant. You just open your door or your window, and you've got plants right there. Or wait for a storm, and the door and the window and the wall get removed, and you've got plants right there where your house used to be. So it's just not a big thing. So I can adapt. So we did the plant therapist on a Zoom call with my pet therapist on a Zoom call because she couldn't see me in person because she's allergic to cats, which that's kind of like a problem. Hey, you take what you go to the pet therapist you have, not the pet therapist you want. And this behavior, we need to nip it in the bud to make sure it doesn't develop over time into something worse. Precious is my companion animal. I don't consider myself her owner. That, of course, is an old term. We don't use that anymore. It's not my cat. She's a cat and an individual on her own. He or she, I'm not even sure yet. Or I'm not making that decision for her. But so we're a companion, and it's not like, and I remember back in the olden days, a cowboy would consider that horse his property. And that's not really how it is. That horse is a companion animal, helps you with transportation, all sorts of things. But you can't own, and I can't think of other examples other than pets and horses, but you can't own another being. Like a cowboy would think they can own their horse, like they're some sort of Bigger than them. But I'm sure there's other examples of people thinking they can own another being. If you think it, maybe leave a comment if there's something I'm missing. I'm including dogs with cats, just so don't just throw in there a whole bunch of, oh, you can own a dog. People think they can own a dog. I'm aware of that. Other than pets and horses, I'm just trying to think of where another being would own another being, or think they could. But anyway, it didn't go that well with the pet therapist. She gave me some advice that I could have just Googled and figured out. But we're going to keep on working on it. It's really consistency in these behavior issues. Consistency is key, not just changing your mind and getting distracted. But that's it. Just a brief show here. Kitty's doing well. Let me grab a picture of her. Let me show you Kitty. All right, and we're back, and you don't need your glasses, Kitty. There's Precious. She's just doing fine. She's right next to the microphone. You might be able to hear her purring. But she's getting very big, always very kind. And, she did have her vodka already today, so she's getting a little drowsy. But and through the magic of editing, we might put some pictures of Kitty in the beginning of the video, maybe even throw some in there in the middle, and at the end. And she's learning some new tricks. She likes to hang from her legs. Play with her new mouse. Yeah! The pet therapist gave me this mouse, and this is supposed to be a distraction for Kitty. Oh, did you drop your mouse? Okay, we'll go get it. So yes, Kitty's doing well. And I got the little mouse there, and that's supposed to be a distraction. If she starts to bother the houseplant, I give her the mouse to distract her. I think now if that doesn't work, because this is a money tree, I might just give her a dollar bill or a 10 peso, 20 peso note to play with. In case, if it's not, it may not be a plant issue, it may be, she's just expressing her Jewish heritage, grabbing at the money. So I'll just give her a 20 peso note to play with if this doesn't work. Report on that on the next Monday Kitty update. But until then, you take care of yourself and have a great rest of your day.